Oh shit. We went live like instantly. Hello everyone. welcome welcome to KOA, where when you press the go stream button, you go live. Who knew? Um pretty crazy week the past week or so, but there's no news this week. Like zilch.
You
Unless you
sure
want to.
about that?
Well, I wrote down the only thing I could think of. That's like, even like, and it's not even relevant to anime.
Oasis is back?
Oh, yes! But you ruined the surprise!
I'm sorry. I didn't know what kind of a what Oasis? What are they talking about?
Oh, I know.
Or what you talking about, Willis?
The one from Fallout 3.
Oh, I was thinking of the band.
Maybe it is. You'll have to wait. But yeah, how is everyone doing? I don't know how to do these intros anymore.
I'm doing pretty good myself. Had a nice little weekend. Got this new shirt over the weekend. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles old school say cheese.
I like both of your guys' shirts.
My favorite is,
like
of
yellow.
course, Leonardo. He's my favorite turtle.
This is One Piece.
Ooh.
Well, I like it. It looks. I like those colors. They're very bright.
This is. Are you complimenting me like Akira? I don't like this.
What? No.
You look like a bumblebee.
You look like a coral snake.
Anyways.
Have you pollinated your flowers, Satsuki?
I'm going to in a minute.
Oh wow, it's got like a.
Wow, that's nice.
It's almost you've technically just spoiled EA.
I don't even know what that was,
I
so
think that's funny.
it's fine.
EA is literally wasn't EA watching One Piece with us in the middle of Dressrosa?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And after.
yeah. And I couldn't tell you who lived or died, so
I mean, I think EA knows about all the Vegapunks.
I know about your channel, Vegapunk.
It is a pretty good channel. I would.
It is nice.
It's a very pleasant channel. But other than that, hello, David in the chat. How you doing, David?
Hello, David Butthurt.
David. Also, I should say before we get any further into the show, leave a like, share this with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your boss, your boss's boss, your boss's boss, friends, family, and coworkers, and sister, preferably the brother too if they have one of those, and as well their bosses. Also,
Yes.
we got a Patreon. Patreon.com/King of Anime. We got tons of stuff. I think we got some Pokemon stuff coming up. We got some Fate stuff coming up.
Yep.
All very sexalicious. Definitely go check it out. As well, we have a Twitter. I don't know for how long. At King of Anime Pod. You can follow us there when we go live. Or I don't know. Is it even safe to recommend Twitter to people anymore?
I do.
Is that socially acceptable at this point? Are we gonna get
Also,
canceled?
David, if you want to get onto that Patreon, only one stinking dollar.
$1.
Not two, not three, not four, not five. That comes later when we become snobbish. It is only $1 for 529 subscribers.
Hold on.
Oh, we got Gojo in the house.
Now it's $1 million.
Now it's okay. The price just skyrocketed by like a million %.
Damn, Gojo. You know what? I'll pay that price for you.
You're welcome.
Also, subscribe to us, bitch. We need 1,000 subs, and if you don't give us 1,000 subs, I don't know. We're just probably not going to get there. So
We're gonna cry like Nancy Kerrigan. Why?
There is one bit of news though. Uh, only thing I have is apparently Kishimoto, author of Naruto, is supposed to be starting, or he teased.
Oh wait, we're in
Uh,
news. We were in news the entire time. Hold on.
yeah, I
All right, I
mean,
pressed the button. All right, there we go.
Okay.
uh,
I fucking
so
hit the wrong one.
that us in reverse or
Now let's
something.
get ready for the KOA.
Kishimoto teased a new manga. Uh,
Yeah,
so
I
yeah,
forgot about that. Yeah, are you?
yeah. It seems like Jump is scrambling to get back these old guys
Ugh.
because Horikoshi's gone, at least for now. JJK is ending in like 4 chapters,
Yeah.
and then I mean, what else ended in Jump this year?
My
I
hair.
don't know. It's just it feels like a lot of the big titles are going. So
Yeah.
only big one they have like really really big like that is One Piece right now, or going to be soon.
Yeah, they should. I don't know. Get me to do one of their mangas.
I think that'd be a bad investment because I know what your stories would be about, sir.
Wait, what would they be about?
They'd be about MILFs and how much you love them.
Oh, yeah, they just changed them.
Trats, how did he know? Hurry! Throw
To the Batcave.
emergency smoke grenade.
To the Peter Copter.
I also have been seeing, this is not news, but I've been seeing Kagurabachi has been doing pretty well. If anybody is not aware what Kagurabachi is, this was this manga that came out maybe like a year ago. I remember a lot of people that were memeing about reading it because I don't know, it just became a trend with the first chapter. Everybody was saying how they were big Kagurabachi fans, being very tongue in cheek about it. But it's I think it's getting a color page or got a color page, but it's been doing
Yes.
better and better.
That's the next one. Kagurabachi's the next one. You're gonna be hearing a lot about Kagurabachi in the following weeks, for sure. Yeah, but the meme is really funny because it came out and people are like, "What? This is stupid. This is like so generic. Like, what's going on here?" And by like chapter 20, people are like, "Oh, well, we were wrong. Shit, fuck. It's actually pretty good." It's I read it. It's very good. I like it. It's not. It is nothing truly special. It is a Shonen Jump manga after all, but it's really fun. I don't know why, but it reminds me of like John Wick or something.
Hopefully they can end it on their terms and it will end good.
Yeah.
That's all you can hope for in Jump.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's very true.
I have my one piece of news
Oh.
just in case. It's not also nothing anime related, but for those of you that were so excited for the reboot and remake of The Crow, it opened up to an absolutely disastrous 4.6 million opening weekend.
That's worse than Borderlands. Borderlands got
It-
it's like 8.6.
It had a $50 million budget, by the way.
You know,
And it's probably going to lose every bit of it, and it deserves it because who thought it was a great idea to remake The Crow?
what's funny, EA, is that I was talking to Adoraburb about this last night, or it was a couple nights ago, and I was like,
First, you would talk to Burb about The Crow.
well, yeah,
He
because
is a bird.
he showed a clip of a Call of Duty execution of the Crow like executing things like Rhea Ripley or something, and I was like, what the is that the Crow? Is that the fucking Crow? I come to find out, not only was there that reboot that just came out, but there were sequels to the first Crow.
Yep. Yeah, they made a whole bunch of them.
When did this happen?
In the early 2000s.
Yeah, they wanted to do it behind your back.
It's
That's what it felt
crazy.
like.
Because have you guys seen the original Crow from 94, 95,
I
wherever
have
it was?
not. It is one that I've been
Not
meaning to
time.
for years.
It is a really good movie. It's not only is it a good movie overall just by how they did everything, but it's kind of heartbreaking watching it too because of the fact Brandon Lee literally died making this movie. He got shot with a fucking prop gun and died while he was making this film, which is crazy to think. The son, Bruce Lee.
That's
So that's
kind
some
of
lore behind that movie.
that's insane. How do they finish the film then?
He had all of it's crazy. Like you wouldn't have even have known it had the like news came out of it prior and whatever, but like the way that everything is shot is like perfectly done and it's like edited really well. You wouldn't think that, but it's almost eerie in a way because like he had blood packets and the old school Hollywood, they would like get shot with these exploding things and then do whatever. There's literally a scene in the movie. Well, there's multiple scenes because the whole thing of his character is that he's already dead, and when he gets shot, it doesn't affect him. He's basically a ghost. But like there's basically a scene in the movie where the shot that actually killed him is in it, and that's fucking like spooky.
Jesus.
Which is,
how do they not get
but
sued
yeah,
to oblivion?
well, I mean, definitely look it up. Type in Brandon Lee, The Crow, and you'll learn a lot about what had happened. I think they made like a documentary on it, which is sad. But yeah, if you should for a movie night. See, we should watch the original Crow.
Yeah,
I'd be there.
and in all of its sequels.
No, no, don't do that. Don't do the straight to DVD sequels. Those are terrible.
That's like the Alec Baldwin, is that his name? The Rust set
Mm,
shooting.
yeah,
Somebody
it's kind of like that. It's kind of similar, but it's just, yeah, it's sad. It was really sad.
Well, my only piece of news is that the band Oasis is back. They've reunited. People
In a
thought,
champagne supernova in the sky.
yeah, probably the most popular band of the '90s, at least in the UK, compared to the Beatles, repeatedly, and forever since. They're back. People thought it would
Wait a
never
minute.
happen, but they're back.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's crazy that you said that, Oasis, because I was just listening to I went back and I was like making a list of all openings I like in anime and manga, and I was listening to
Summertime, lost my mind.
yeah, Eden of the East,
That's what
because
it's
they
off.
have a song, yeah, Falling Down, that's what it was called.
Yeah, that's off their final album. Maybe
A
maybe
dying
not their
dream
final.
makes no sound.
Yeah, that's one of their best songs in that decade of the 2000s. So people love that song.
Oasis, very good band. Champagne supernova and Wonderwall.
Yeah, and they rip off every single song, and nobody cares. I like what. Don't Look Back in Anger is a ripoff of Imagine by John Lennon. Cigarettes and Alcohols is a 1-to-1 ripoff of a was that band that played, it was Wild Cherry that played play that funky music White Boy? Is that the band they're called, Wild Cherry? Well, they ripped
I
off
don't
the same.
funky music.
They ripped off a song they made and they turned it into
Hold on.
Cigarettes and Alcohol. I mean, literally, you can run the gambit. They 1-to-1 ripped off a Velvet Underground song.
Yeah, it is Wild Cherry. You got it.
Yeah. So also Linkin Park. There's a countdown, right? EA.
Yes. There was a countdown on Saturday or Sunday, and not like I've looked at it or anything. It's going to reach 0 on Wednesday at 11:15 my time, but pretty much, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 90% positive this is going to be them announcing a tour and going back to making music, and they probably got to do lead singer. And you know, I've said this to you before, C, and we've spoke about this in private, but I look at it as it's their band. They can do whatever they want with it, and no matter what, I think it's gonna be impossible to replace Chester. There's just no
Yeah.
way you could replace a talent that good and just be like, oh yeah, we got a new singer. He or she's gonna sing all the stuff now. But yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to announce on Wednesday when they do, because I have a feeling it's going to be that. I swear to God, if they're just like, we're releasing brand new t-shirts, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be like, what? You did a countdown for shirts? Get out of here.
We did a T-shirt with mustard and ketchup on it. We thought it was really cool.
What if it's
Yeah.
a hoodie?
Hey.
Oh well,
That's
now,
totally different.
yeah, you got me at hoodie. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be them announcing a tour. And to answer the question, yeah, I'll probably see them. Well, I
Oh
guess it
yeah.
depends. It depends. I haven't seen them. It's been a decade now. It's been a decade since the last time I physically saw them live, and it's been 7 years since Chester, God rest his soul, passed away. So, she'll be interesting to see, but I think it would be great to say that I took my son to see the band that I grew up and loved. Oh, I'm literally going to be there and cry the whole time that they play. But yeah, that's all I got.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get into some Midori Days. Episode 8, the episode I almost didn't watch.
I mean, this is really it's a filler episode, but it's also kind of, there's a message at the end of it. But for the most part, I can honestly say that this is not not an episode that's worth like diving deep into unless you guys really want to go deep into it, because I'm cool, whatever.
EA,
Yes, sir.
we're friends, so I can say this without like it damaging our relationship.
Of course. I mean, it's not. I mean, this is 2024. I mean, your opinion isn't gonna make me want to have to like cancel you or anything. I mean, come
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah. You're a no good, dirty liar.
And why is that?
I disagree. I don't think this episode was filler. I thought this episode was one of the stronger episodes when it came to just
Oh,
pushing the idea with Seiji and Midori,
okay.
because the whole episode is basically Seiji having to see what Midori had to endure as, being on his hand, because it's like it's a thing that is a obvious it's a inconvenience for him. His
Hmm.
whole life has changed around, and although he kind of understands Midori also is inconvenienced by it, because she's so cheerful about it, you kind of don't really see her perspective with how bad it is for her as well. So with him being on her hand this time, and I think the best moment in the episode came when, this is going to sound weird, but bear with me. It's
Okay.
it's when the weird dude who was taking the panty shots of
Oh,
her came in,
uh-huh. Yeah.
and Seiji wants to do something about it, but he can't. He has no power in that situation anymore, and it kind of shows you that Midori doesn't have the agency that we would like to think that she has. There may be some times where she wants to speak up, and there have been times like that where she wanted to speak up, but she kind of had to think about how it was going to affect Seiji first, and that's the predicament she's been in, and that's what Seiji had to go through himself, because you could tell that made him feel uh, insecure and powerless, that he couldn't do what he usually does, which is just go crazy, resort
Hmm.
to violence. He had to basically rely on the other creepy guy who wasn't creepy in the dream. He was actually, pretty good. Shuichi, I believe that's his name. When he helped
Hmm.
Midori, but
Hmm.
no, like it's a simple episode. I'll say that much. It's very simple what the idea they tried to get across. But so you have that on the side of Seiji, like understanding Midori, and I think with Midori too, uh, when she was talking to her classmate, I found it kind of sad that there was a moment where she said something like the world is kind of passing her by, and she's just stagnant. Because when you think about her real body, I mean, she's literally just in a coma, just knocked out. And while all of her friends are going through different experiences, and this person's breaking up with that person, this person's getting together with that person, this person confessing, everybody's kind of living their lives as, because, the world doesn't really revolve around you. But her, even though she's having fun experiences, being on Seiji's hand, she can't go through what everybody else is going through. And it's almost like time is still for her. So I thought that was I thought this episode was pretty great. I would have been
Okay.
mad if I missed this.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely glad I decided to, against my better judgment, to have y'all watch it because, well, C almost forgot it. He was gonna have John watch it, but
John,
yeah,
I think John would have done well. Poor John. He's never going to get to do
I'm
anything really besides all the work that we make him do.
pretty much. But yeah, I'm glad I changed my mind and let y'all watch it because, I mean, technically the only reason I did that was because I was like, the Fable's gonna have 2 episodes this week, so thank the Fable for for doing that. But I guess when it comes, yeah, the creepy guy that was sneaking the shots. I don't know when I learned this, or if it's still well, no, yeah, the reason in Japan why you can't silence your phone when taking the pictures because it makes that sound is for that shit.
Yeah.
Because people, creepos, were taking pictures up girls' skirts, and I thought that was very interesting. I was like, really? So in Japan, your phone is automatically built in where if you take a picture, it goes and you
Yep.
can't do anything about it. I just thought that was interesting.
That says a
So if
lot
there's
about something. I don't know.
just that there's a lot of depraved men or creepos or something. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a way to make them not do it. It's kind of like a deterrent, but I feel like
Yeah.
there's some people that still do it.
They also, I don't know if this has been shown in a lot of anime. I just remember it being something Happy Sugar Life, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is also a big thing in Japan. But I remember in Happy Sugar Life, the main character this had her backpack, and she just like pulled it, and it would make a like this alarm sound, to kind of
Oh,
stop like predators,
wow.
assaulters. So yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's can't be too careful, I guess, especially especially when it comes to people sneaking pictures or yeah, because I know on public transit that's a real problem too. Like people just groping girls and while they're just on the subway. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought this episode was cute.
It was cute
I thought Midori was adorable. I
in her
think
full body.
I don't. I just her reactions this episode were just I don't know. They were adorable, but I also felt like the ending to this episode was pretty interesting because he's like kind of got his like ideal girlfriend and he's running away.
Yeah. Also, what up, QRW6? We're doing well. Hopefully, you're doing well. David's making fun of your show, Satsuki.
Wait, what?
He said people still remember Happy Sugar Life. That show was ass.
David, see me, see me, talk to me. I thought that it's not a show that I'm going to fight over, but I thought it was well enough. But no, it has some cute moments in there. Seiji, thinking that he was gonna have to wear "I love Seiji" shirt or "I love Midori" shirt. And then I think the one of the funniest parts was when she went clothes shopping for him, and then they go to the same little I don't know what you call it, doll antique shop, whatever. And she dresses him up as a soldier, and he stays like that for like a whole 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was the moment where he was like trying to do something with the little perp, taking pictures of her. He's just like, oh, but I can't do anything. But I'm dressed up like a soldier and I can't do shit.
Which makes me think, cause like he still had like pants. That makes that get they that now I have more questions about the anatomy of the person that's on the hand because I'm like, if they have pants, how does that work?
It seems like it only worked for him because, like, apparently his thing was showing because he was naked, and Midori gave him not one but two concussions by slamming his head into the wall. So, I mean, like, Midori, yeah, her top was gone, but I felt like her bottom wasn't there, but I don't know. Must be with Seiji. He had the two meat and veg showing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just my main takeaway. Is just that it was cute and it had an interesting ending.
Yep.
I agree. Anything
David said, "I'm
else?
listening." No, after the string, after you know where to find me.
Oh shit! Is David and Satsuki about to throw hands in a
No,
parking lot?
I'm not throwing hands over
He
Happy
just
Sugar
wants to
Life.
talk.
I'm not throwing hands over Happy Sugar Life. I think I'll throw hands over Kill I Kill. I'll throw hands over
I've seen this man
Shadow
throw
South.
hands on his past stream in on Twitch. He was throwing hands. He was going, "Yes, this was off screen. This whole fight off screen." He was so pissed.
Oh yeah. Good old Midnight. Good old Midnight.
Yeah, Midnight. He said it took 10 episodes to get into Kill la Kill. What is he talking about?
Well, I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have it if I don't have an issue about people's preferences or anything like that.
Sure.
My problem was him saying because he said it took 10 episodes. He said no. He said it was too slow, and then I went. Kill
don't
la
see
Kill
that.
is not the show that you say is too slow. If anything,
No.
people have said the opposite about Kill la Kill. It goes too fast. And then that's when he said the 10 episodes thing. And I was like, wait, Midnight. Let me show you episode 3 where the main character fights the main antagonist and they have a full length fight.
Yeah. I think he was just trolling though, just to
No,
get at you.
we know what Midnight is. He's the devil. He's the devil's advocate in human form.
That's scary.
Well, but yeah, Kill la Kill is definitely not one of those. Oh yeah, it's slow to get into. I was hooked after the first episode. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, Midori Days. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, cute. It's it's all a dream because the roles were reversed, and then they woke up and said, "Did you have a dream that I was on your hand?" Yeah, I did too. Holy shit, we have the same dream. That's amazing. Well, time for bed, and then they went back to they went back to bed. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, yeah, pretty simple. Pretty simple.
It is simple. It was a nice little perspective change, and I'm trying to remember what the next episode is. Because I know we're getting towards the end.
One of our friends shows up. I watched the preview a little bit. Something.
I
like
think
that.
I missed the preview. I normally watch the preview, for some reason I missed it, but should be interesting.
Yeah, Midori was
We're
one of my.
we're getting towards the end.
Shown up. I gotta bring out the big guns, so she pulls out an RPG and stabs someone in the throat.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
Seiji's just
I'm
like,
sure
oh my god, everything's so loud. What's happening? Anyways, let's talk about some Spice and Wolf.
Oh.
Episode 21.
Oh.
All I have to say is people got really strong wives in this show. We have Adele, and now we have this tavern lady.
She can hold her liquor. She she could drink it, I should say.
She can.
She's just pounding brewskis.
She can pick up a whole entire barrel of liquor and drink it straight from it.
Yeah.
2 of them.
I feel like
while holding
I feel
her
like
husband.
she's like the same height as the other dudes that were there. She's tall.
Yeah. Did you see her husband? He looked so much like a sub.
Hi guys, this is my wife.
He had a mustache. And he looked like he was like 4'2".
This is my strong wife and my twink husband.
That's kind of That's kind of it. That's kind of it. She married a twink, and you know, good for her. They seem to be happy.
Yeah,
and I love how she described it too. She was like, and then I fell into the arms of my husband. I was like, you can't.
I don't think she fell into the arms of him more.
No. He fell into her arms. She rocked him to sleep. She burped him and put him to bed.
Quite literally, most likely.
But I don't want to. You're gonna go to bed. Okay. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go to bed.
Can I get my chicken nuggies tomorrow?
And chalky milk.
And my chalky milk. It's about the dumbest thing I've ever said.
Dumber than Xbox 360?
No, that's legendary.
That is legendary. Dumber than how you said you love Vladilena more than Saber?
That never happened.
Ooh. It did.
When?
Oh, like a few years ago or so.
A few years ago? Listen,
Yeah. I have evidence.
I would never say such a thing because I don't feel that way.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up again. You're making me look it up.
Well, as I said last podcast, this is a new art for anybody that has just been anime only for Spice and Wolf, and by anime only I mean anime only for the old Spice and Wolf. So this is new material for anybody that has a read the light novel.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm not going to lie. This episode was the first time in Spice and Wolf where I felt not lost, but I felt like I really had to pay attention, just like anybody else that's new to this show, because it was retreading waters for me with other material, so it wasn't really that hard to understand what was going on. But this time I really had to lock in because this is all new material for me. We have like a whole cast of characters, and anytime we go to a new village, there's a new there's different like inner workings of the city as far as like their relationship with the church, how people are as a collective. And what we see in this village is that they have big beef with the church, with the neighboring town that we were just in. And it all stems from them being under the same umbrella, but missionaries taking over that town, building it up, building churches, and making the church the foundation, and basically converting those people. So they've been imposing their religion on this town, which this town is still very much of their traditional values, but they've been forced to build a church there, which they didn't want. They've been forced to pay taxes, which of course nobody wants to pay. But now we see the animosity between these two places. And we're also seeing like representatives of that animosity, because we saw Evan, right? And we heard about how people hated Evan and whatnot, but now we kind of see why. And then we see Elsa, who had a bad attitude when we first saw her, but now we can kind of see why. we got like hints of everything in the last episode, and slowly things are starting to come together. Um, there's more I want to say about that, but yeah, there's a lot that unpack here, and because we're newcomers, we don't have the whole picture, but Lawrence is slowly figuring things out.
Yeah. One of the big things I noticed was in the bar when Lawrence was just, everything was all friendly. And then all of a sudden he brought up God, and then they just kind of like got real quiet. They were just like,
Thank God it's Friday.
mmm, mmm. Around here, we don't say that. No, but what I thought was funny was they. It's kind of weird, but it also kind of like shows you kind of like religion as a whole in a way how kind of ridiculous it could be. What I mean by that is they were basically saying like, oh, a god that's a wolf, that's devil shit, that's crazy. But then when they talk about their own god that they believe in, it's a fucking snake.
Yeah, big giant
But that's
snake.
okay.
Big giant snake that can eat the moon and eat the sun. Yes, benevolent king.
Yes,
Wolf
I
god.
love. Right.
What
That,
is this?
it's that fucking Drake meme. You know the whole no and then yeah. That's what it is. It's the no to the fucking wolf god, but the snake god. Oh yes, the snake god. I just found that interesting.
That's what happens when you have the furries beef with the scalies. This is what you get.
Are those really people? Scalies?
I mean, if there's furries,
I
I
think
wouldn't be
Burb is
surprised.
one. I think Burb's a.
I
I don't wait
just
to throw someone under the bus.
I right? I just didn't know that that was even a thing called scalies.
Yeah, no, he showed some Argonian stuff one time from Elder Scrolls.
David, this is not. This is. Yeah, it is a remake.
It
A
is.
remake.
Yeah, it's pretty much a remake,
what? I
but
can
this
ask
part
him.
is like new material, not deviating, but basically adapted from the what is this, a light novel?
Hmm.
Yeah, deviate. It's staying faithful to the light novel, but as far as this is all anime original. Like I keep saying anime original. This is new anime material. I guess is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say.
it's new to the anime sphere in that
Yes,
the light
you've never
novel did
seen
not
it
adapt.
before.
Yeah, light novel did not adapt Arc 4. So in this way, now this anime is starting to deviate from the original anime because the original anime skipped this arc. So um, even though it's faithful in the sense that it adapted stuff, this one is going to be more faithful to the light novel because it's following the story as it was presented instead of just skipping stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a Fate fan. We don't like it.
Fate? The
Yeah.
fuck's that?
I don't know what Fate is. It's like some kind of. It's like a restaurant or something. Come on over to Fate's.
I would go there.
Yeah, I'd eat all their slop.
Oh, the slop place. Where we go for our slop.
Yeah, we're all just a bunch of piggies just getting our slop.
Yeah. You know, every time I play Doom, I always win. I want to be like that guy.
The Doom guy?
No, the piggy guy.
Oh, the pig guys, the villains. Gotcha.
Yeah. By the way, if you got one of those 4060s or whatever, those 4000 series graphics cards, the RTX, play the Doom Ray Trace mod. It's beautiful. It's a beautimus. Hold on. My cat is not cooperating right now. My favorite thing is Holo being drunk in this episode, and how she was just like, another more
Oh my God.
alcohol, please. I would like to drink more. She can really put it away.
Yeah, she can put it away and then get herself incredibly sick.
Yeah, that's true. That's also true.
She doesn't know how to stop. She just goes and goes and goes. And I love how Lawrence is like, you had to eat all the expensive shit, didn't you? You had to eat every last trinket of my dollars and just eat it. She's just like, what do you know?
I
Fuck
mean,
you, Lawrence.
it's worth it. She's holo, so
I mean, I still think she's too much. I would have left her a long ass time ago. That's just me personally. But I know Lawrence probably like gets a stiffy every time she's around. I mean, she gets to be naked. You know, I
mean,
get it.
He
she
hasn't been naked in like since the third episode.
This is true. She does kind of like decently cover herself up now.
Oh, actually, no. The last time we saw that was when she fought against the big wolf. When she was
Yeah.
like, "Take my clothes." Other than that, she's usually clothed.
She's usually clothed. Say that about someone in a sentence. How is he? He's usually clothed.
what is that?
Except on Saturdays.
What goes through a person's head when they hear that? When they,
Yeah,
It could be one of two things. It could be of excitement or concern.
'cause
Yeah,
I'd
let me
be-
come on a day when they're not clothed.
Man, I'd be like running through scenarios. Like, what? It'd be like Akira from the Fable. Constantly naked in the privacy of his home. Oh god. And then the next day she woke up and ate some of that fruit she was given. What was that fruit?
I don't know.
It looked like they make juice out of it. Pomegranate. It looked like pomegranate.
Oh yeah, that's right. It did look like pomegranate. That may be what it is. I like how our description of it was like, this could make me sober for 100 years, or something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
it's like sour and bitter. That's a pomegranate for sure. I don't know if y'all ever had the juice. It's the same flavor.
And at first, when she woke up and like she, like, or when it first showed the scene of her, I was like, oh god, she's bleeding from. Oh, it's just eating a fruit. Oh,
You thought she was dying.
I was like, what the? Even Kraft was like, hello, are you okay, m'lady?
And she's like, leave me alone.
I don't like this. Kraft, help!
Kraft, I need to get back into bed and cover up.
It's
Help
not
me.
delicious.
This is not pickled fruit.
I may develop PTSD from this experience. and then they proceeded
I
to
need my
flirt.
bottle. Right. As she goes, oh, you little man. Real- Wait, that's not flirting. That's insulting.
You smelly
True, he could be a
individual.
masochist. Just appreciates being called a little man.
So, the big thing, the big mystery right now is Father Franz and what exactly he did to procure the contract between the village that we're currently in, Terrio, and the village that they have, or the town they have beef with, N Birch, because
Sure, let's go with that.
they have, so like the way it was explained to us, they have a contract with them that's unequal in terms of, even though they had to pay taxes, they only had to pay taxes for the flour or the wheat or something like that, and everything else, clothes, anything else, they don't have to pay taxes for, which is pretty big. So Lawrence is trying to wonder, how in the world was something like that done? How did these two towns, get on equal footing thanks to this one guy? What exactly did he do? So there's that aspect of it, and then there was a talk of a cave that everybody's scared to go in, and I don't really have a big theory on this, but I'm imagining if there's a cave that everybody's afraid to go in, and if they have this unequal deal with this other town, they got to be doing something like human trafficking.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
something illegal. Or fuck, it could be a cult.
I
Could
just
be just some weird ass cult.
I wonder if it's goods, because that would fit with the theme of the show,
Maybe.
like smuggling, like I don't know.
Super twist. They have one of Holo's friends for fucking sacrifice. They get to split them
Yeah,
open
her
and do
name
the
is
blood thing.
Her name is YOLO.
I don't like this podcast anymore. I'm gonna wait for the remake.
Her name is YOLO.
And-
That's hilarious.
Oh God.
What does YOLO look like?
Probably just exactly like Holo, just different colors.
Instead of brown fur,
No,
she's
it's,
got like blonde or whatever.
Oh, I know who it is. It's Raftalia. She's just
At least-
wandering aimlessly, just saying "Nafumi-sama."
At least she's in a better show now.
That's true.
Oh man, Shield Hero.
They
How
just,
we hardly knew ye.
Holo's just like, finally a day off, and then just Raftalia's in the rest of the episode.
Lawrence doesn't even recognize that it's not even her. It's just like, wow, your ears look different, and your I don't know, proportions are a little different.
Kind of like not even close to the same person.
Nafumi-sama? I'm not. Who's Nafumi? I ain't Nafumi.
What does that even mean? What does Naofumi mean?
She like does the secret power, fucking blows his mind. He's just like, oh my god.
She kills something, or she kills something and levels up. And like it's like in a video game, like when you level up, there's like that big explosion.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I'm not too sure just what's going to happen from here on. I just know that those two young, what are they like, children, teenagers? I don't know. I'd love to say teenagers,
I think they're young adults.
young adults. They're in love. She freaking wubs him, and he freaking wubs her. Their wub is sanctimonious, but I don't know.
What about
I'm thinking something big is gonna happen next episode.
what about my wuv for Holo? What about me, huh?
You don't. We weren't talking about Holo, but when it comes to your wub for Holo, Sasuke already has it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's got a miniaturine. I don't think that's how you say it. He's got a figurine of her, so that right there is all that you need.
Well, I'm fucked. Anything else for this episode of Spice and Wolf?
Yes.
Okay.
So, all right, because I don't know which one I want to go with first. I thought this episode was really good just to show how smart Lawrence is too, because if you look at what he was doing in this whole episode, it may look like he was just like kind of fucking around because he was drinking in the beginning, then he
Getting
started hanging out
information.
with the whole time he was gathering information from the village and probing everybody. He was saying the right things to probe them for information without letting them off that he's like just there for information. Especially with Evan. And Evan is so enthusiastic and kind of naive that he doesn't
he's
understand.
Easy.
Yeah,
He's
he doesn't
easy to
understand.
manipulate.
Yeah, he doesn't understand that Lawrence is, what Lawrence's intentions are. Not like he's being malicious about it, but
No,
obviously he was just there to see what was going on with Elsa, and
yeah.
so he basically pieced together what was going on in this village and what Father Franz meant to the village. Mind you, it's only been his second day here. He's never met Father Franz, and hasn't had a proper conversation with Elsa. He pieced all of this together. Now we don't know if it's true because it's just his theory, but it has a lot of validity to it. So he kind of understands what's going on. He's trying to figure out more. And the big thing that happened at the end of the episode was basically, and what I really love about it is it just shows the maturity of Lawrence and Holo's relationship, because Lawrence was talking about how dangerous it was, and he was like, I kind of want to back out of this, and Holo kind of shut herself in at initially, and then Lawrence told her, just let your feelings be known, like I don't want to misunderstand, and then she told her whole feelings on it, and she was basically like, I know this, my selfish want of wanting to know what happened to my village and my friends and what happened with this bear that destroyed my hometown.
Always
I don't
a
want
bear.
to. Yeah, it's always a fucking bear. I don't want you to be put in danger just because of my want for that. And Lawrence basically just says, he's willing to do it, and so yeah. And then they have an intimate moment at the end. So
Yes.
they have a way better relationship. That last arc made their relationship a lot more tight knit, and it seems like they're on the same page with a lot of different things.
Yeah. Yeah, they do what a lot of people don't do, and that is communicate. Talk.
The hell does
Instead
that
of,
mean?
how you doing? Fine. Are you sure you don't sound fine? You don't look fine. I'm great, thank you. You sound pissed off. I said I was great. And then you walk around, mind your own business. Then you come in the room and she just goes, what am I to you? What? You told me I was fine. Yo, I want to know right now.
Just throws your phone at you unlocked.
It's
Right.
because
It's
of
like,
you.
what the fuck? You said you were fine. I was trying to find out why you were not okay. Okay, you know what? I want a baby. Let's have a baby right now.
Could-
What? What the fuck happened?
Can we go back a little bit?
It's like, can we, I don't know, like, have regular sex first?
Can we not solve our problems through sex?
I mean, I would rather not. I want to solve every problem with sex.
True.
Yeah,
True.
that's-
It would be logical. It would be the best outcome.
You're the best around. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I've been interested in this art thus far.
Yeah.
If not for
Yeah.
anything, just because I get to see the mature relationship that we have right now, and just see them be a lot more secure. Not that they weren't before what happened in the last arc we were in, because they had like a lot of good banter, and they were already kind of good with communicating with each other. Because like that's the best aspect of their relationship is the banter. But I don't know, it just feels more put together. Even like Lawrence's back and forth with Holo have been pretty well balanced. Whereas like he used to sometimes be on the defensive with Holo with some of their banter. It seems like it's just like they're on more even playing field. Like he knows what to say to get to her. She knows what to say to get to him.
Yeah, there's a bit of
Yeah.
familiarness between them now that they have.
He mentions alcohol and her ears perk right up.
Alcohol. That was a funny thing because he was like, the church said, saints are people who create miracles, and then he was listing all different miracles. It's like, yeah, stopping storms, this calamity, turning water into wine. Water into wine. She was like, what saint is that? And we'll go there right now.
I want to go there. I want to drink all the wine so I could have a headache and be hungover again and eat fucking sour fruit.
Well, let's go ahead and let's talk about another banger episode from Oshi no Ko. What in the hell? This show, the season 2 of the show, oh my god. So good. And this episode was
Is
no
it
different.
exceeding your expectations?
I think we're past that. I think I think the expectations
Oh
have
my
been
gosh,
already...
Spice and Wolf was a pass or kill episode.
Oh yeah, it was. Killing it.
Oh fuck. Well, I guess we gotta pass it, Satsuki. I'm passing
Pass.
it.
I'll pass.
Anyways.
Sorry, go back
Yes.
to it.
Episode 8, Oshi no Ko, Season 2. This is super duper good. This one was interesting because they kind of put in an ad-lib part, and I think that was the funnest part of the episode, is seeing Kana get to do her thing.
What I really liked about this episode is that we got to see why Kana kind of acted the way that she did towards Akane, which I know that it definitely had a lot to do with her being afraid of being forgotten as a childhood actor and all that other crap, but I didn't know about the abusive mother. Basically, she was kind of raised like Macaulay Culkin, it seems like, where, you know, just she couldn't be an actor, so I'm talking about the mother. The mother couldn't be an actor, so she raised Kana to kind of be that vessel in a way for her aspirations.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just nothing but I don't know about like abuse, because I mean it seemed like this mother was hell bent on her just like acting the whole time, to where her living situation was dirty and messy and not well kept or whatever. But I definitely can see where that came from, and I like how it kind of like shed a light on that with her, which, you know, there's always two sides to every story, and you don't know where that anger and aggression comes from, because sometimes you may take it personally and it comes from somewhere else. And I like what they showed in this episode. I was like, okay, I get it now.
I also think it goes to show like what happens when you get attention and you're not exactly prepared for it. It can literally just envelop you, and it's like an addictive drug. You know, it's like people with like fentanyl addiction or whatever. You know, they talk about how it's so strong. It comes on so crazy, and before you know it, you're addicted to it and you can't live without it. Or like alcohol. It's like you drink so much alcohol. Like alcoholics literally cannot live and function. Their bodies can't function without alcohol. And that kind of, I don't know, kind of reminded me of that a little bit, of that kind of people with those addictive personalities. And you can see it really did consume her completely, because as you point out, EA, her whole apartment, it was just full of trash bags. She was hoarding. Well, I guess not intentionally hoarding, but it reminded me of Inside Mari. Quite a bit, because that guy's apartment was full of garbage. And just think about, like, she was obsessing to the point that there was all this garbage piling up, and she was neglecting her own health. She was super duper just rude to everyone and demanding, and she wasn't even paying attention to the most important person in her life, which was her daughter, even though that was her entire reasoning for going down this rabbit hole of just anxiety and depression and obsession. And it's interesting because you see people, and on the outside they look normal and stuff, but they can easily succumb to things like this. You got to be like careful. It's like it can happen to anyone, and I think seeing it happen, it happened to a mother, to me is kind of like insane in a way, because like like they probably planned out to have this child and put all this work into doing that and then raising her, and obviously it's it's her daughter, it's the most important person in the world to her, should be, and it's just like this this fame, this thing that makes her feel more alive than her daughter should, ideally. So I think in another sense that she had issues before this that went unaddressed, and that's how this happened. And I don't know what that was. Maybe she wasn't getting enough attention before, and she felt like to solve her issues was having Kana, but clearly it was not. It was just a Band-Aid solution. Also, I think it's funny, EA, you bring up Macaulay Culkin, because I watch Red Letter Media, and he's on there all the time. And he looks like he's
I'm
high.
happy for him. I think he's recovering. I mean, he's probably doing like marijuana or whatever, but I feel like he actually did used to be on really bad drugs and was an alcoholic. But yeah, his parents didn't help him one bit. They stole all of his money when he was in his prime, being a child actor and everything, and he had to literally emancipate himself from his own parents.
I mean,
to keep his money.
He looks good on Red Letter Media. He looks happy. He did Junka, a couple episodes of Junka with them, and which is like, it's Jenga, but it's a tower made out of VHS tapes.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a really fun show, and he's regularly on that, and he seems pretty like a pretty chill dude.
Speaking of him, I feel like I saw something today where today's his actual birthday. He's 44 years old.
That's crazy. Today?
I think.
Wow. Happy birthday,
if it is,
Culkin.
if let me see. Macaulay Culkin birthday. August 26th. Holy shit.
Wow.
What are the fucking odds?
That's crazy. That's crazy. But no. I guess that's another example of Oshinoko being closer to real life than you'd expect, which seems to be the theme of the show constantly, is just taking a lot of real life themes that you see and translating them to the screen and diving into them. So just another example.
So I'm gonna speak briefly about the Kana thing, then get to what I want to talk about. So this is one of the instances where it's like it wasn't stayed, but I feel like it was implied, because we saw how Kana falling off essentially affected her mother, and where she's depressed, and now like she's having issues with her husband. I don't know if they're still together or not, because she didn't say anything about a divorce or anything, but Kana said something where she said she had to survive in the industry or else her mom would. Ellipsis. So it's like, how I interpreted that was that she was saying that her mom was going to spiral so much to the point that she was eventually going to commit suicide or something like that, which again wasn't outright stated, but I felt like was implied with everything that was going on with the depression and stuff like that. So that showed you the motivation Kana had to always to fight for her roles, no matter if it was just straight up rigged for her or not, because it was more at stake than just her personal being. It was like her mom's literal survival was lying in the balance.
And the fact that that's something to weigh on such a small child, a child that young shouldn't have to worry about things like that at all.
She's stronger than most men and tavern ladies, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, I respect that. I find that I relate to that with Kana quite a bit too. So I've had point in my life where I had to do a similar thing. So it's not that someone was going to commit suicide or anything, but just that you got to going gets rough. You got to do,
Mhm.
kind
For
of
sure.
that thing. So I've been there. So I like that. It shows her resolve. It shows her tenacity. It shows how smart she was too to realize that at such a young age. That's impressive. Like children would probably see that and go, why is mommy sad? What's going on here? And probably wouldn't connect the two things. But she did, and she was like, I gotta get to work because if I don't, like my family is going to fall apart. And the thing is that's really unfair to put on a child in general.
Absolutely.
However, that is the situation they are in, and they have to do that until they can figure out how to protect their mother. At least that's how it's sort of implied. So, yeah, it is a dark line, and I like the fact they didn't say suicide or anything. I like the fact they left it up in the air because it implies so much. It makes you think about it, and that's powerful stuff. I really like that.
For sure.
So, the next thing I want to say. Oh, that's gonna be hard for me to say, man. I gotta get on my serious face.
Uh-oh.
I gotta go on corporate Satsuki. Gotta
Corporate?
dig deep. I gotta dig deep. I gotta dig deep for this one. You don't understand.
Oh, God, you're going to lay us off?
I don't think I have the power to do that, but I have the power to do this. Aqua Hoshino.
Oh, no. He's getting laid off.
I owe you an apology.
Oh!
No way!
Oh my gosh. Pray tell. Pray tell.
I'm waiting. In bated breath.
I've been making fun of this kid for being edgy. I've literally have made fun of him for not wanting to have fun. And although took a long time, they finally let us into why he is the way he is. And that's not to say that we didn't obviously we understand, like it's no secret that I was a big catalyst for that. There's no secret, obviously. But I didn't understand that it was to the point to where he felt guilt at having fun in his acting because of him, relating that back to his mom. Like it's gone that deep to where he feels that he can't enjoy himself because of what happened to his mom and him feeling powerless in that moment. And it just we already understood his reason for wanting for revenge, but I think it validates him in that sense. Especially too because although he has the mind of uh I forgot how old he was, like mid-30s man. That still happened to him when he was a kid, when he was like living his life as a kid. He still had that, although he had that mindset, he was still a kid in some regard, growing up, having a mom take care of him, be as close as they were. And for that to happen to him so suddenly, you can with this episode, I think it just makes you understand his why he's so consumed for revenge. So now with him being edgy and not wanting to have fun, never smiling, now that type of stuff I can't really make fun of him for, which is a sad moment for me. But No, I had to apologize because I've been giving him a lot of shit for the majority of Oshinoko. Um, don't think that I still will find flaws in him. I still will take my shots when I can. But for this episode, I totally can't. This episode, I think this is the best I've seen Aqua and majority of Ocean. Yeah, I think this is the best episode for Aqua, which is crazy to say because this episode he was going insane, dropping himself mad. But no, I think this is the best episode for Aqua. Uh, and like the conclusion we got with his acting, I thought was brilliant because it shows you the two sides of passion. Um, because on one side, everybody's thinking of passion of love.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking about, everybody's like getting into acting because that's part of their being and they enjoy it. They want to share it with other people, so they dig so deep into it. And with Aqua, he's doing it in the opposite way because passion is just strong emotion, and it can go in a direction of love or it can go in the direction of hate. And he's chosen to go in the direction of hate because of the guilt he feels with loving it. So he goes the opposite direction because he doesn't want to feel that guilt with Ai's murder. So he suffers as he acts and just drives himself insane pretty much.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I thought that was a crazy conclusion to the end of this episode. And I say this every single time about this arc. But people have said that this was the best arc of Oshinoko, and a lot of people love this arc. And, as we keep going into it more and more, I understand why. Trayvon said, no more Aqua slander. There will be Aqua slander. It'll be harder for me.
He's a walking Billy Corgan fan.
It's like he has more armor on. I could still shoot him. It's just going to take. It's not. I can't do it as easily as I could.
Yeah.
If I can find Aqua slander, I will. But for now,
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Satsuki. Aqua is the living example of passion in art is suffering, and suffering is art. There are people that, bring to the forefront their acting or their comedy or however it is through their suffering. And, Aqua is doing that through his mother's death. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next episode, because I don't know about you, this episode flew by. And when that whole thing ended and I saw Aqua there, I was like, no, I want to see what happens more. And now we have to wait. Well, not that long from now. Got a couple days. But still, it was just like, man, that was really good.
You want to know what happens?
You
give him...
for spoilers?
I don't read the manga, but I know what's going to happen.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
He's going to get a curse mark.
Oh, fuck.
He bit his neck. He's going to get a curse mark, just like Sasuke.
That's right. I forgot he bit dude.
Yeah,
I bet he wasn't.
He's got the eye.
I
bet he wasn't expecting that. He's probably like, motherfucker.
Like,
I need a tetanus shot.
I know we're ad-libbing, but I didn't know we were getting frisky on this.
I didn't know we were gonna leave scars on my neck, sir. I could just see that right in the middle of everything. I need to step away. Just fuck this. So right now. Come on.
What if it was COVID year?
I need you.
I mean, we're still in COVID year, but
oh my god, if it was COVID year, he would have punched him right in his face after he was like, "What are you doing?"
Stop acting completely. What the fuck?
Right. He just goes.
He would have got within 6 feet, and he would have went, "Yo, back off! 6 feet. We gotta separate. Social distance.
Hey,
That's a
we got
terrible
a. I think we got a lone cow that moseyed on into the stream.
We do.
Yeah.
Burb. Oh, we
Bird, Sea Cactus threw you under the bus like I never seen
no,
someone.
no,
He
no, no,
talked
no,
so
no,
much
no.
shit.
No, you silly gooses. That never.
I'm not lying.
Burb, are you a scaly? We need to know.
Yeah, apparently I didn't know what a scaly was, and then C's like, "Oh yeah, Burb is totally a scaly, like that motherfucker."
You said it very casually too.
Yeah, I was like, "The hell's it?" Because I didn't know what a scaly was, and see, Burb doesn't even know what a scaly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, so
Burb,
Bird, like
Burb,
in the same way that we have furries, like the people that like the
snakes
tail,
or
wolf
dragons.
people,
the Argonian
Scaly's like the
thing.
reptilian things.
Yeah.
So think of dragon scales, lizard tails, I don't know, like forked tongues, whatever you're into. Things of that nature. Yeah, dragon girls, snake girls, lizard girls, stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
know.
I don't know the mind of a scaly. So
Yeah,
Oh.
me neither. But apparently, like I said, Burb,
Wait,
he
why?
called you. He used your name,
Wait,
and it
why
left
is-
his mouth so quick.
Why is Burb going over the list of species? And he's not giving us an answer, but he's instead.
is he
listing
giving
them
us
off.
recommendations?
Is there like some people that you could like crocodile ladies you could send my way? No, I'm kidding. I don't think I want to know that.
Turtle lady looks like.
I don't.
That would be like it would be like a TMNT, but like
No, I could 100% live my life without seeing that and be very happy.
You know, TMNT I think only works with dudes. Like I couldn't imagine a woman being it unless they drew her really nice. They did have a woman turtle. Now that I think about it, that was kind of weird. Now that I think about it.
Apparently there's big news.
Let's not give him the attention. So this episode,
It's Burb.
Well, Trayvon said something that I found funny earlier. He said, "Kana." Wait. No. Wait. Hold on. Actually, let me read this one first. Kind of my favorite, but it still doesn't justify being addicted to Akane when they were kids. But it makes sense though. I don't think it's supposed to justify it, but
no, I don't think it
like
is either.
it validates her because I mean
it puts into perspective anyway.
yeah, I mean like from Kana's perspective, you got this person bitching like obviously to more. It's like, you know, you're working with different perspectives. To Kana, it meant way more because that's her idol. But it's not as if really Kana knew that or she was really even thinking about that. It's like, for Kana, it's like, yeah, I'm fighting for my mom and I'm fighting to stay relevant in the industry. And then you just got this barrette girl talking about how, are you sure you care if this is rigged? No, bitch, I don't. I'm fighting for my mama. I don't give a fuck.
I'm fighting for. Oh my god.
Put in that work.
But the other comment was, he said Akane was really going to bust open Kana's skull on stage. That's crazy. Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny.
She did go full swing.
Yep.
We're not even an hour and a half into the podcast. What the fuck?
What? Okay. But yeah, she was totally fangirling.
Yeah, she just got wet on stage after she
Oh my god, she was dripping.
Kana!
She was literally
Oh
dripping.
my god! Kana!
Yes, Kana. Yeah, this thing is devolved into this. But yeah, good for her. She finally got what she wanted, and that was her favorite girl to act and not support.
And then she died 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably deserved it.
Yeah. Well, it was part of the act. She died, and then I love the LCD screens on the bottom where it was blood and it was showing. I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's clever.
Because I was wondering how they were going to do the blood, but yeah, I thought that was neat.
Yeah, you know, it's really interesting about that stuff is what they do in the industry when they have those screens, how they make those graphics, and people don't really know this, but they actually drain all of the blood of the workers, and they film it,
Uh,
and then they.
Where is the fucking Boo? Why did you get rid of Boo? How dare you?
put your thumbs down.
Yeah. Boo this man.
I think we can. I think I got something.
Enough.
Oh no. Oh, I turned my soundboard off. I was like, why can't I hear anything? Thank God I turned that off.
Yeah, it was nothing but enough. That's all it was.
So it's the closest thing I had. Wait, I have another server. Hold on.
No, you're
Oh, here we go. Save him.
That is not it.
Listen.
No,
Save
you
him.
listen.
I mean, save him.
Can we move on to the next subject? Or did we have more to discuss when it comes to Oshinoko? This was a good episode.
Well, I mean, we talked about a Kana fangirl, but we didn't really talk about before that, because how Kana even came to, being herself
Yeah.
and being
Yeah.
acting more selfishly. Yeah.
Aqua was red pilled.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that happened too. He was like, "You woman."
He's gonna go to that Andrew Tate camp where they tackle each other and cry into their arms.
They tackle each other?
Yeah,
What do they do at
Andrew
this
Tate
camp?
has a camp where they literally they have a guy they have a guy try to push back another dude, and the entire time he's like, "You got this, man. You got this. I believe in you. Do it. Push, push, push." And at the end, he's just literally holding another dude in his arms while he's crying, like, "My dad never loved me." Dude, it's wild. It's
Yeah,
a
the Andrew
camp.
Tate camp. It's like no phone, no phones, no internet, no distractions, just working out and men.
I bet they charge like $5,000 for these fucking classes.
I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
And they stupidly pay for them.
I think it's probably a way for these men to date each other. At this point,
Probably.
I support it.
that's what it feels like.
I mean, who speaks the loudest volumes? The ones that are saying, I love women, I ain't gay.
Why you gotta say that? Why?
Well, I mean, that's
No, I
usually
mean-
what they say.
Why do they have to say that? Why do you have to make that a thing
Dude,
that you need to
if
tell
there was
other
like
people?
a gay guy right in my face right now, I would like punch him in the face. You know, I wouldn't even like hold back.
Honestly, though, he's kind of attractive, so
Like, yeah,
I wouldn't
that,
hit him
he's
too
just,
hard.
there's just something about that guy's ass. It's just really nice. I mean, no, I'm not gay. I love
I just
men.
appreciate
Women.
a good ass, you know.
I love women. From afar, his ass does kind of look like a woman's. I wonder what his name is.
But
Oh my God.
But back to the Kana thing. She was able to be first and foremost the animation when she was like free and whatnot. That was great.
That was great.
But yeah. So instead of Kana taking a back role, she's in the forefront now. Acting more freely, ad-libbing, and instead Aqua is the one who's taking the back seat because he understands that he's not like Akane, Kana, and Himikawa. He doesn't really like acting, so he's willing to take the back seat so everybody else can shine. When Himikawa early in the episode was acting very passionate, ad-libbing, being, giving a fiery performance, it was Aqua who chose to approach his passionate demeanor with total indifference, and it's like ice versus fire. So yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
in video games when
Oh, I remember.
when graphics when we didn't have realistic water or fire, We were like, man.
Oh yeah.
If one day a video game could have realistic looking fire, and we used to grade that.
Mm-hmm.
Like on how good the quality of the fire was. If it was really good, it was a really good game. If it was bad, it was a really bad game. I don't know where that came from.
I thought this was gonna lead to something. That was it.
Any other final thoughts on Oshinoko?
So like whenever I like look at fire and it's just like it's not gay or anything, but it's like really cool and hot. Like literally hot. Like I put my hand on it and I burn. That doesn't make me gay, right?
I kind of want to do it again. I don't know.
I kind of want to stick my thing in it.
Is that weird?
Just touch the fire. Is that weird?
When people look at
I mean,
me
it's not
if I
homophobic, is it?
had sex with fire in public. That's not weird, right? It's not
I
you.
mean, I know things are straight fire, but I mean that's kind of going overboard.
When you think about it, it's a chemical reaction, and like, aren't we like our brain chemistry just chemical reactions? So like, I mean, I think I could pull this off. I think this is fine. This is socially acceptable for sure.
We're scaring Sasuke away. But no, that I think that was about it. This was, like I said before, a good episode. It was nice. Sasuke's gonna go.
Oh, shit.
He's gonna go. He's going to the camp.
What's he gonna get?
He's gonna get
bring back?
He's gonna bring it back an Andrew Tate bar.
Oh, he's standing there. Why is he standing there? Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, he's got a can. What's the can? Is that
uh-oh.
a can of? Is that a?
It's
is
a
that
can. It's a beer.
drinkable- It's a drinkable liquid.
It's an Andrew Tate limited edition.
What's in the can? What's in the can? What do you?
I don't know.
we
It
gotta
doesn't look
take
like it's
bets.
even opened. Check orange pineapple soda.
Pineapple soda. What the hell's that?
That sounds delicious. I want it. Could you like send me some of that?
Do they not have that in Arizona?
Check? No,
I've
I've
never
never
heard
heard
of
of that.
I've heard that.
It's
Czech
just a
Republic-
generic soda.
Really?
Yeah.
It must be depending on the store, because I know some places got like Kroger's. Out here we got like Fry's. I don't know what do you have in Tennessee? Okay, nothing.
that's about
What
it.
do you have in Florida? Do you guys have Kroger's in Florida?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
Not
well,
sure.
yeah. So I've never seen Czech, but all I know is when I saw orange and pineapple, I said, I want to know that one better.
Yeah, I mean, Czech has like a billion different flavors.
Wow.
So it's like it's one of those. I don't know if y'all have like this term or whatever, but like it's the barbecue soda. It's like the soda that you'll see in a lot of barbecues because it's cheap, a whole bunch
Right.
of different flavors.
Yeah.
Like it's like one
Yeah.
of
That's
those
the
things.
good
And let me think. The ones I could think of that are like Shasta. Shasta has a lot of soda that's like that. I don't know if you guys have Shasta that are like that. And I think another one is, I don't know what the Walmart store brand is. Great Value, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What's the grape flavored one? That one's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but Shasta, those are cheap. It's like the name brand, the non-name brand sodas.
Yeah, those are good.
Gotcha.
Those are really good.
Interesting.
love
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, about sodas. All right, let's go ahead and get into a double feature for Le Fable.
Double feature. And one of them's a kill episode.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. I can tell you right now, I ain't killing this show ever. These two episodes
Dude.
were great. We got Yoko
Dude.
Ono doing stuff.
Dude.
The hell?
Satsuki? Yoko is my
Is your wife?
female of the season. My waifu of summer 2024.
That's fair.
I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
After I saw what she did this episode. First of all, I know we're going straight into the action, but I don't care. I feel like we need to talk about it. Making some wonderful hot pot like she always does. Mr. Man comes in, thinks that he's gonna take control of this lady, and she, with zero fear, just sits down and goes, "Oh, you walked into the wrong house, buddy." And as soon as she was talking like that, I'm like, some shit's about to go off.
Fuck shit.
Some fuck shit's gonna happen. Literally, a term I haven't used in a while. And I just love it. She just pushes the table, which then slides the fucking silencer, and then she does that with her hands.
Also traps his hands.
Yeah. So smart. Just and then has it, and then like this guy's just like, you ain't gonna shoot me. You ain't gonna do shit. He pushes the table, and she doesn't even shoot him. She just goes chop, 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 chop.
Yeah, she's like
on his face.
She's like, it'll take 6 seconds, and there was a timer.
Yeah. She did it less than 6 seconds. I felt like, and tied him up, and didn't even bother to mess with him because she knew that Akira was gonna go and deal with him. So what did she do? Does what any normal rational person does: go in the other room, watch TV, and gets drunk.
That is some big dick energy.
That is some big dick energy. Yoko may be my favorite character after this episode. I know we like to clown on her just because of the fact that she's an alcoholic. She's a really horrible person and messes with
Really?
men at bars.
Awful
but
person, yeah.
I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. If you need a bodyguard or someone to protect you, even if you're like just, I don't know, for like little mundane crime here and there, I would be more than happy to have her protect me. And I wouldn't feel ashamed of it because I would welcome it. It's like, you don't know who you're messing with. This is Yoko. She's the one and only. And they're like, oh, yeah, right. What are you going to do? Ba, 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 ba. And then he'll get punched 3-4 times before he even hits the ground. It's just, that was so incredible. I enjoyed it. I would be lying if I was saying that I was a little nervous for her. But then, like I said, it automatically went into episode the very next episode 21, and she took care of everything. Yeah, that was awesome. That was one of the highlight of the season for sure.
Light Roller says on a scale of 9 to 10, that's a very odd scale.
Very, very biased.
How much do you love Yoko now? So
10. It's a 10. She's my waifu of 2024.
Oh, okay. Oh, I kind of wasn't expecting that, but all right. I mean, she's a horrible person. She gets drunk. She can easily kill someone. In a way, this actually makes her worse. But the cool factor? Yeah. Oh, she's cool.
I think because I won't really speak about the moment too much, but I think what heightens the cool factor, or like, the severity of it, is that we saw this dude, Suzuki. We saw this dude. He was able to kill the 2 assassins that had ambitions to go after Akira like this. There were 2 of them, and he basically dispatched them like they were children. So this dude she kept calling him weak, but by any standard that isn't the Fable standards, this dude is one of the best assassins that you'll find. And she made him look like a child.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was the thing that surprised me the most. Because I didn't know if it was one of those she was bluffing or couldn't back it up or was just talking tough just to make it seem a certain way. But as soon as she was doing what she was doing, I was like, I got excited. I was watching it, yeah!
It's like you have Vegeta come in the Namek arc. Then Raccoon comes in there and he just like makes him look silly.
Yeah.
You're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Like
pretty
Jesus
much.
Christ. And then you're like, wait a minute, this is the Ginyu Force. There's a dude above him.
Hmm.
It's like that. Cause you have Suzuki, you have Yoko, and then you have Akira. Cause she even admits, Akira's like way stronger than me. You know that, right?
100 times according to him.
Well, yeah. Well, she resents that, of course, but she still recognizes that he's stronger. So goes to show you that he had no chance with Akira. I mean, we're going to go more to what Akira did this episode, but yeah, that was a great moment. Even better in the manga, in my opinion. Just the look of it. I'll
Yeah.
probably give you some. I'll show you some panels.
Yeah,
I'll post some.
Gotta say, the animation in these 2 episodes may be some of the worst in the entire series. Absolutely not good. So
I mean, I feel like this whole series really didn't have that big of a budget to begin with.
it didn't. Yeah,
I don't think this. Yeah, I think the animation's been subpar at best, but the story is where it's really good. I wish we could have seen what this series would have been like had, I don't know, Madhouse been behind it or something. Holy fuck.
the AOT team at WIT was like, yeah, we're gonna do the Fable. Instead of remaking One Piece and making $1 bajillion, we're gonna do the Fable.
We're gonna do the Fable.
Oh god.
But I guess we can talk about episode 20 first.
Yeah.
Where dude,
Kainuma and
Kainuma,
Utsubo's-
take that motherfucker.
in a way, so like basically he kind of like sets up Kainuma, but also uses the fact that Kainuma is obsessed with Misaki, even though did he set up those cameras? Was it I thought it was Utsubo that
He
set
set up one. Usubo set up the rest of them.
Yeah,
Like
to
the
make him
one-
look even worse.
The one on the toilet and all of that. He didn't set that. He didn't set that up.
He's like, damn, this guy's good. I wish I would have done that.
Okay.
A work of art.
So
That's what he's thinking.
I was gonna say I felt bad for Kainuma because I didn't know if he set up those cameras or not, or I couldn't remember. But now that he set up one, I do still feel sort of tiny,
Nah.
like teensy, because Utsubo definitely also committed a crime here.
Yeah,
And did
I
the
mean,
same
Utsubo's a
thing
bad
Kainuma
person.
So I in a way, he's getting pinned for someone else's crime as well. However, this guy fucking deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
100%. He had it
Absolutely.
coming. You play stupid games, chances are you're gonna win a ticket to the Borderlands movie.
I mean,
No.
I'd rather just kill the guy at that point.
Even worse, The Crow.
Oh, fuck, a double feature. Borderlands and the Crow remake.
And then,
Oh
and
my
then, and then
God.
Morbius.
Oh,
Oh, and Morbius. Give him a little something at the end.
throw it at Adam Sandler,
Hey.
Well, depends on what Adam Sandler.
Bad Adam Sandler. Like,
Oh my God, Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Oof. I know my girlfriend's probably listening. She loves that movie, and I give her shit every time.
We all like some bad movie or a movie that we shouldn't like.
Yeah, I call it a guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure is The New Guy. It's a movie that came out in the early 2000s, probably 2002. It's dated by however you want to look at it. It's so fucking dated, but I love it just because it's got, Eddie Griffith, all the stars before they even got famous as teenagers. Zoe Deschanel, Elijah Dushku. But I don't know. I liked it just because he was a geeky, nerdy dude who went to jail and then became cool because Eddie Griffith told him how to be cool. And it's stupid, but I love it.
I like the two ones that I like are the new Indiana Jones movie. I like that one. And I
Okay.
like I don't know if you guys have seen this. I do not even remember what the movie is called. There's a Dave Chappelle film. It's like a studio
Half-Baked?
film. Half-Baked, yeah. That movie is so bad. Because
It's
there's that one guy who is clearly off his fucking rocker high during the entire
the
his
guy in the
face-
tie-dye shirt.
Those stoner movies usually were bad.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can't help but just laugh at it
Yeah.
because of especially the dog scene when he eats all the weed and he just, damn, that's some good shit. And you can tell it's like behind a green screen and the dog's like flying.
Yeah, the flying dog, yeah.
He's so stupid, but
Oh.
funny.
God, movie's so bad. I hate it, but I love it.
Well, since we're on the topic, for me, it's probably this movie called Satan's Little Helper.
Oh,
Because-
so helper.
Yeah, to this day, I don't know if that movie was intended to be a horror or a comedy.
Oh my god.
Oh, like The Happening.
This
The
looks
Happening's
bad.
the same way.
It is horrible. I cannot. I'm being completely. I have no idea if that was supposed to be. It probably was a comedy. It probably was like a horror comedy, because it was just so many weird things happening in it that just made me laugh. There's a scene where, because basically there's this little kid that wants to help this dude dressed up, with what you just posted EA. That's like the mask he wears. He's some random guy that he ends up helping doing evil shit. And in one scene, they have a shopping cart and they just run over a whole bunch of people with the shopping cart.
Oh my god. The budget of this movie was $650,000,
Oh,
and
like-
that's cheap.
Yeah. That's cheap for a horror movie standard. Aren't they
That's
usually in
cheap
the
for-
like 1 or 2 million?
That's cheap for like any type of movie, to be honest. Like that's actually inexpensive. But my god, it looks goofy. But yeah, just there's goofy stuff out there, but you love it all the same.
True.
People out there in the chat, what is your favorite movie that's like a guilty pleasure? Something that's considered bad but you love? Let us know in the comments or in the stream. But I'm sorry, we keep getting off topic here. But Akira was helping Hino with her feet.
Well, I think it was her legs.
I mean, her legs. He had the feet, but it was like getting blood to, circulation and whatnot. That's what I was getting at.
I like how Akira or Hino was like, your hands are gonna get dirty. Don't do that. And Akira's like, no, they aren't. And point is, I was just like, man, this guy. I want that Riz. I want it.
I think what he said exactly was like, "This isn't dirty," which obviously she wouldn't understand the implications of that. But us knowing what we know about Akira, what he means by that is like, I kill people, so I get like gore, blood, and all over me. That too. So yeah, he's like, that's not really anything. Like I'm just like on some dirt. I'm fine.
I loved it though. I love it though. This guy's gonna have a harem by the end of the show, and he's not.
And
even gonna
unintentionally too.
He's not even gonna know till the last episode.
He's gonna go, oh, these women like me.
Now I'm like Jackal.
That's the first thing he would say. I'm like Jackal now, and then he'll like strike a pose or do something like him or whatever.
He'll just scream, ah, too hot.
Speaking of Kainuma, the fact that his mother was just so easy to pay 60 million.
Yeah.
What?
She's a fool.
She must be rich.
She is. She has
Actually,
to
what's
be.
60 million converted?
That's like some Elon Musk type shit.
that 60 million?
It's a lot
Yeah,
of money.
60 million. Yen to dollars. Let's see what that is.
It's like
That's still a lot. That's $41,395,200. That's a lot of money.
that's a lot of money.
She just gave
paid
it
it
away
the
like
next day.
nothing.
She paid
Yeah.
it the next day.
How
And it went through instantly.
right there wasn't a waiting or holding fee pending, nothing. It was just right away.
But
Also-
I think it's. Go ahead.
Well, she had that she had that in cash on hand. Well, not like cash, but like she had it in liquid. That's crazy.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like with her paying as fast as she did, and being able to put all that money, it's less emphasizing the money she had, because yeah, she had money, but it's more so like what she was willing to do for her son, because we didn't see what she did in that time period, but we can imagine, because even they thought that she didn't just have the money. She had to sell a lot of shit to get that money,
Yeah.
which we didn't see.
True. She probably went around town, got water thrown on her and stuff.
You know the drill. She's
Every
just like,
store has one.
do I have to? You know the drill. No exceptions.
Oh man. Splash. Thank you.
It's cold. Do like the reverse Akira.
Hatsui.
But no, it's the Fable's interesting me with this Kainuma thing and how most of the fandom reacts, or how I expect them to react. Because I feel like everybody has the same perspective where everybody's like really happy that Kainuma got his just desserts. And, I'm not saying I'm not in the same boat, but it's just what it took to get here and kind of like who we had to support for this. Because Osubo is 100% way worse than Kainuma.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Kainuma has a lot of crimes under his belt, breaking and entering, voyeurism, attempted rape, attempted murder now. A lot of different things under his belt. But none of that still compares to everything Osubo has did and has been told to us. Like, directly told to us that he's just been casually, like, pimping out underage girls and kidnapping them. So his list of crimes are, like, astronomical, but yet and still, when he's doing what he's doing to Kainuma, we don't really feel a disgust that two of these dudes are existing at the same time. It's more so we feel elated that Kainuma is being punished finally for everything he's been doing. And I think, I feel like there could be a case study on this, but I feel like the reason why, it's like the thing you ever heard. I'm pretty sure both of you guys have heard this. It's like, you could have somebody in a movie, I don't know, blow up an entire city or something, and you might not feel anything if you don't know anybody from this, if you have no personal connection or focus to any characters in which that city was blown up. But if you killed a baby, a single baby, or you killed a dog,
God forbid a dog.
that might make you cry.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that like personal investment you have with it, because with Kainuma, we're seeing what he did to Misaki, a character that, for the most part, I believe people would like, and it's happening over a long course of the series, versus this guy whose backstory is just kind of told to us and we don't see who's affected. And that's not to say that we like Osubo, it's just that I don't think we give the same shit we should give Osubo that we give Kainuma. And I also think a part of that is because of the personalities. Because Osubo has something about him that's charismatic, whereas Kainuma is a textbook incel.
Yeah, for sure.
He'd be in the Andrew Tate camp for sure.
He needs to be in the Andrew Tate camp.
He would get money from his mother just to go to those fucking camps and have somebody cradle him and rock him to sleep or whatever you said.
And she would do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And go, What's been going on? I don't know what's happening. How do you not know what's happening, Miss Kainuma?
Yeah, and did
You
you see?
telling me none of this shit? You had no idea?
You see what happened?
That's just out of the fucking blue?
When
Yeah.
Kainuma ran, like it was implied that he was running from her, and she was trying to run to catch up, and she was still going, "Oh wait, Kainuma, wait!" I'm like, what? What is? This lady is extremely successful. The
She's an
one
enabler.
thing she can't stop herself from enabling. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. That whole family's fucked up.
Well,
I
yeah,
get-
it just embodies what Osubo has been saying. He said he gave his classic villain speech. Life is like a children's swing, but his whole point of saying that is that you had to like fail, and sometimes your failure helps your growth.
agree
Kainuma
with
wasn't
that.
allowed to fail, and that's why that's part of why he's grown into the person he has been. He
Mhm.
keeps blaming everybody for every he takes no personal accountability. Why? Because nothing has ever been his fault. Because his
Yeah.
mom has never allowed him to fail.
Yep. 100%. And it's it's crazy how it's the people with money that grow these people that turn out this way. Remember that guy? I feel like it was like maybe a decade ago or whatever. He was basically an incel where he was rich. He was in somewhere in California, some rich place. And then I think like he went on a rampage and like ran over a bunch of people with his car or killed people.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
And then he like made a video saying like it's only women's fault or something. That's fucking Kainuma if he was a real person. Like, and he was rich and had everything. I guarantee you this is the same guy who probably never, like you said, couldn't fail because his parents bailed him out of everything. And look what happened to him. Even with all that money, he like just went insane and just killed random people for no reason.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, money can buy a lot of things. It can't buy character. That's
for
something
damn
that you
sure.
build with your experiences.
Yeah. Crazy shit. Um speaking of crazy shit, where was it? Oh yeah, fucking Kainuma was about to kill Misaki.
I like how
It just-
Satsuki writes it. Crashes out.
To me, it was just funny because he goes in there like it's another work day, knowing what he's going to do. Because you
As he's
gotta
muttering to himself.
like it was a spell. Seikos. The press is just stunned. He's like, "What the fuck is going on, Misa?" And then, whoo,
Akira. He's like, bam. Ooh, he finally
I think-
got to lay hands on him.
He did. He
I think that was
impressive.
I think that was less than 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure was. And Prez, he's the GOAT. He saw everything and, Akira lied and said, oh, I think he was going to, like, come after me. And then Prez was like, yeah, why don't you take this delivery? I think I need to call the police or see what's going on here. And then that's when he was just like, what the fuck happened, Akira? Please tell me.
Bro,
Are we good? Do we need to call the cops?
this show should really be renamed to a bunch of really annoying people annoying the fuck out of two random women. That's what it should be
I mean,
renamed
it's a
to.
lot of bad things that happen to these two specific women.
It's crazy, dude.
Misaki just...
She
Well, I mean,
needs-
think about it. She has the worst luck. She got
Worst luck ever.
she got hustled back into doing prostitution. She got spied on by Kainuma
Twice.
twice. Then these random people that claim to be cops put more shit in her house, and yeah, and then she almost died multiple times, including this most recent one. So she has the worst luck.
I guess the only good thing about this is that she didn't know that she was almost murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though she got a phone call and from Hina, and Hina was like, "The killer's in the house."
I love how she didn't even like put two and two together. She was just like, "This guy's on the ground. There's a knife next to
I would
him.
immediately be like, "How does she? This guy was trying to kill me."
This is why shit happens to her all the time because she doesn't know she's in danger all the time.
She might be as dumb as Akira.
She must.
You know what? I ship it. I now ship it because that
You ship
tracks.
the two dummies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, one's a genius when it comes to like killing people, and the other one.
Is a genius in art design at the very least.
Yeah, she's great at art design for sure, and having multiple jobs and being in shape and running and shit. But when it comes to surviving, I think she is below average.
She is God. She would absolutely, in like in that Justice League movie when Batman and Superman kill like a trough of people, she would be one of those people that gets randomly killed by one of them. She'd be in a bus, she'd just get hit by like someone. Just explode.
Oh, what a pretty sign. Oh, it's getting closer. Oh, fuck, that's a meteor. Ah! Yeah, I
Nah, Akira actually probably would save her somehow.
you just punch the fucking meteor. Yeah.
He put her down,
Kainuma.
save her, and go, "You look like a distressed coral snake."
I was gonna say,
She just immediately forgets everything that just happened and goes, "Huh? What does that mean?"
Huh. I wonder what that means. Kainuma tried to run out.
Not trying, he did.
Okay, yeah. He ran out, and Akira was like, "Stay here, Prez. Call the cops. Let me get this guy." And who's the guy that picked him up?
Suzuki,
that's his name. Suzuki took him and tried to kill Akira, and he was even surprised. He's like, "You dodged my bullet."
Garbage day.
Yeah, taking out the trash, aka Kainuma. Yeah, that's. I just love that Akira's just like, sorry, he got away. I forgot to mention about Prez. I love how he deduces things really quick. He's like, look, I may be old, but I'm not stupid. You're secretly a tough guy, but you don't want to actually hurt anybody. That's why you pretend to cry like a crybaby. And Akira's like, yep, that's me.
I like how he's also like 100% correct, but he doesn't know any of the context, so he's like still oblivious. That's funny. I don't know why.
Right, he doesn't know he's a fucking killer, because I'm sure that would be like disheartening, but I take back my raise.
I have a feeling Prez is going to just try even harder to ship Akira and Misaki after this, because that's impressive. What he did, I mean, that's crazy.
He's a cool guy.
Well, if anything, now they can be a lot more tight knit. Now that they got the crazy hater out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, not out of the way. He's just dead now.
And he's gonna get a raise because he don't gotta pay Kainuma.
Yay!
He just walks in. All right, team. Kainuma's fucking dead. Y'all get a raise.
Hooray!
I'm a 1,300 yen man now.
Misaki has to think about it. Akira's just like that. And Prez is
Or
like,
he could,
well, time to get back to work.
Or he can do what a lot of powerful CEOs do with their company: just pocket it and keep it as a bonus.
Pizza party, guys.
Yeah. Hey, we got money for a pizza party. Thanks, Kainuma. And here you guys go. Please don't start a union.
Kainuma's dead. Here's a $20 Starbucks gift card.
Oh, fuck.
Don't think about it.
I'd rather you spit in my fucking face and call me ugly than give me a gift card that's $20.
Bro. There is words, and I cannot I couldn't find them if someone did that to me.
Oh, it's happened to me.
Oh man.
It was part of. Okay, I'm gonna not make this as long as I want, but I'll try to be as short as I can.
I take the gift card, buy a moke frap, come back, throw it in the dude's face,
Yeah.
and then go back and get another one, and then drink it.
So I worked at a law firm, and they were passing out all these bonuses to everybody. But because we were technically not part of the company, we were outsourced. Blah blah blah. Guys, here you go, $25 gift card to Starbucks. And I was like, I don't like Starbucks. Well, I'm sure someone in your family knows like Starbucks, and I'm just like, thanks. And this was around Christmas time, so for Christmas they gave me something I don't even fucking use. Thanks.
God.
Oh,
You could have got the fruits basket Starbucks drink thing that they had.
Oh yeah, that's
fruits
such a
basket Starbucks
they
drink?
did. It's such a vague memory in my mind, but they did.
yeah. Well, I guess I didn't think of that. I was just thinking of how cheap they were.
They also had the Grimace shake. Remember that?
That's McDonald's.
Oh,
But I mean,
no,
hey, at least you tried.
I never had the Grimace shake. It pretty much
it's-
killed everyone that
It's
drank it.
it's
so-
a blue raspberry shake. That's all it is.
Well, it's apparently laced with cyanide. Because people
Well,
were dying when they were drinking.
I lived.
You sure you're not dead?
Hold on.
Misaki moment live on KOA.
Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh,
Nice.
damn it.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna split it two ways, 50-50 once I
Wait.
go.
Wait, is Satsuki trying to kill us?
I mean, he
No.
might be, or he's just hoping one of us goes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to kill you guys. I just want
It's like no
the time
longer
to come
1/3.
a little early.
It's just half. I'm a half owner now. Yes.
Well, moving on, I suppose. Where the fuck are we?
We get to the part where Suzuki goes to Yoko.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know we talked about that part already, but basically we're kind of caught up to speed. He goes in and goes, "I'm gonna fuck you up," and she goes, "No, I'm gonna fuck you up."
I like how Akira. The animation was so bad for this, but he rode a bike. Which, by the way, at some points the CGI bike didn't even match up with the animation of Akira riding it, so it looked weird. But
Ching 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 ching.
Akira was like, "You have to return Kainuma. You have 24 hours. If you don't, there will be what was it? There will be a commotion you have never experienced in your life before."
Yeah.
There will be a rustling that will happen to your hair, in which you've never experienced.
You will be so annoyed by the end of this day if you do not
I-
do as I
I
say.
will constantly poke the side of your head until you give Kainuma back. Just like this, and I won't stop.
Or no, I'll almost poke you and go, "I didn't touch you.
I'm not touching
I'm
you.
not touching you."
I'm not touching you. He's touching me. No, I'm not touching you. He's touching me.
I love it.
Brothers, I swear to God, I did anything.
You got so much room for activities.
He's looking at me.
He put
Tell
his
him-
balls on my drum set.
He's licking his finger and touching me with it.
Such a stupid movie. Yeah, that's another one, but that movie's actually funny.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Did we just become best friends? Yep.
That's my favorite quote for that movie. Besides the nuts on the drum set thing.
Okay. I guess we can bleed it into episode 21. Yeah, we see Yoko do that fucking cool shit that she does. Akira comes in and is cool, calm, and collected and just talks with Suzuki. Suzuki, not
Suzuki.
Sudoku.
Xbox 360 and Sudoku.
Yeah. You ever played Sudoku? It's a fun game. But dude, this is the part of the show where we find out kind of Kainuma. Well, first of all, he was bagged and sacked, and he was like in the back of a car. Then he opens the car to run out. It's in the middle of the woods and it's dark outside, so he's just running for his life. Dude falls to his death.
Yeah. Crazy.
Can we get some applause in the chat here, everybody? Kainuma is finally dead. Rest in peace, you sick bastard. But
we got to talk about how Isaki's like one of the worst criminals ever. Well, he's good at certain things because he was good at conning the old lady because he was doing a good job of acting. But when it comes to the actual like dirty work, kidnap, all that type of stuff, like the Yakuza stuff that he was in the Yakuza before. He's not good at this. You couldn't watch one man
and
that you already had tied up.
Right, you couldn't make sure that the back doors were locked. His hands are tied, but yeah, I agree. He's a failure. He's a failure at that.
I like how he dies and then literally nobody cares.
Yeah, even Akira's like, oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, like, yeah, Akira's whole thing is he's disappointed because he says he's disappointed. He's like, I don't really feel sympathy for him, but I'm kind of disappointed because I'm living this normal life. And this is the first death I've experienced while, like, not inflicting death myself. So he's like, I'm mad. I'm kind of disappointed someone in my circle died. But other than that, because even Yoko's like, yeah, I never knew the guy, but sounds like a piece of shit.
Whenever Misaki maybe Misaki will be upset because she doesn't know that what sick of a fuck that he actually was. She just knew him as a coworker, and I don't know how well they were as far as talking or if they got along, but she'll be the only one that sheds any tears. And of course, his mom, Kainuma's mom.
Well, they won't know. Nobody will know he's dead.
I guess you're right. Because it's not like it would go all over the news unless they find his body.
No, they buried him.
Unless he fucking sucks at even burying a body to where it's found. It's like, you couldn't keep a hold of Kainuma. You couldn't keep him from dying. And you couldn't bury the body deep enough.
What if he's not dead? Which, by the way, he was in the Family Guy death pose, so... He may not be.
What does that mean?
I think he's dead.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't moving.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you move when you go to sleep? No.
You think he's asleep?
I mean, if he wasn't dead, I think he would want to be dead.
Right. I'm sure. Okay. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, he's not dead. I'm sure both of his legs are broken. He's probably got a punctured lung. If his neck isn't broken some kind of way, it will be. But yeah, and then he'll die being buried alive anyway. So
back in my
day,
he's
dead.
When men were men, we walked that shit off. We get back on our horse. And we lasso some criminals.
Oh God,
Arthur. Goddamn O'Driscolls.
You were saying, Zatsuki?
I forgot what I was saying.
I know.
Oh, I was gonna say he's in a forest, so he's screwed no matter what.
Right, he ain't gonna get no kind of help. I'm sure the man's dead. I'm hoping he's dead. I don't want to see this guy reemerge somewhere going, I'm back to life, guys.
Hey everyone, it's me, Kainuma. I'm back from my vacation in the woods where I tripped, fell, and died.
Wow, you sound like Kermit the Frog now.
Well, you know, I do it for you, Kermit.
I think the funniest part of episode 21 for me was when Suzuki, is having a conversation with Akira. He's like, "Yeah, your sister whooped my ass," and then Akira says, "Like, I'm way stronger than her." And they have the conversation, blah blah blah. Akira says, "Bring back Kainuma." He says Kainuma's dead, and then he takes his knife and goes, "This is a nice knife." Freeze him, and then he just tells him to go. And Suzuki doesn't really understand how to process this because, again, like what I was saying when we first talked about Yoko, this dude isn't weak. He's weak by the Fable standards. So he's not used to being like,
Manhandled.
yeah, and he talked about his pride being shattered, but yeah, it's like you're at the top of the game for so long, and then you have these two people who don't even see you as a threat to the point they'll let you go, let you take your weapon, and they'll turn their backs on you, drink and cook and eat, and they don't have a care in the world because they don't believe that you could do anything to them. But my favorite part is when he leaves. He like walks for a bit and then goes, and then re-enters the house and then takes off his shoes like he's a guest. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, because first time he didn't give a fuck. He's like, "You just gonna let me walk in without your shoes?" As he said to the first time to Yoko, and then got his ass handed to him. So then the second time, I'll take off my shoes now.
And then he basically just asked like, "Why aren't you scared of me?" And then the kid's just like, "I'm sorry, you're not."
I'm
really.
sorry. You don't scare me. Would you like some hot pot?
Yeah, you want to eat? Yeah, you must be hungry.
Yeah,
I don't
must
want
be.
any.
Yeah.
No, I'm not hungry. I'm fine with this beef jerky.
I'm okay. Yeah. And then we just get into basically the rest of the episode, which is Suzuki talking to Utsubo about goals and how to kill Akira. This was the part where I was like, well, I already knew Utsubo was a piece of shit, but when he was just like, I killed Hina's parents in the same way in which, the Fable killed my brother, just to basically get her on my side. Oh, that devilish. But yeah, we find out the person that Akira killed all those years ago was Utsubo's brother. So it was a personal vendetta.
Yeah, and he did it because obviously Hina had a connection to the assassination attempt, and then he does it to Hina's parents in the same way because that's supposed to say he was trying to get Akira to come to him, and it never happened. So that's the reason why. Yeah, that's the reason why Hina has stayed here, amongst other things, because this dude is also a rapist. So there's that.
For sure. Whoever made Suzuki look a lot younger in plastic surgery, where can we find this man?
Why? What do you want to say to him?
Because he said that he's almost 40, and I don't know. He was talking about pride and how people that were younger than him whooped his ass or whatever, and he got his ass handed to him by a woman and everything. And as he was talking with the fucking little derringer pointed at Utsubo, he's just like, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder who did the surgery because he looks really good. Not everything else that's going on, all this dramatic
Dr.
stuff
Phil.
or whatever. Yeah, I don't think Dr. Phil does facial surgeries.
Well,
He does
I could
ranch.
probably fix you up at the ranch.
Fuck. But yeah, it seems like these next, I don't know how many episodes are left. I think 4. So I guess 4 episodes. We're gonna find out. I think this is gonna be an amazing, just conclusion to this arc, where Utsubo and Suzuki, they know Akira's the Fable, and they're gonna try to kill him because, first of all, Akira didn't kill Suzuki, so he knows where he lives. So they have kind of a jump on him, but in a way they don't because this is the fucking Fable. This is Akira we're talking about.
That's not a good place for them to go to attack him, honestly. I know Suzuki did what he did, but if you think about it, this place is managed by the Meguro group, the Yakuza. So
Yeah, they're gonna be marked for death if they even go anywhere and touch him,
yeah, they got to kill these guys in secret.
which I don't think will happen. I think as much planning as they'll do, and as much, I don't know, time that they're gonna need in order to like kind of figure out how to kill Akira, I don't think it's gonna be enough. There hasn't been anything that has slowed this man down yet. And I will admit, when I saw that Hina Nightmare, I seriously thought that was what really happened for a split second. Then she woke up, I went, oh, I thought we were going a different direction. I thought for sure, like, if you wanted to surprise me, that was it. I was like, holy fuck.
That scene is, well, the whole relationship between her and Akira is something to look forward to because she said something to Osubo when she called Misaki to warn her about what was going to happen, and then Osubo comes in there, and then yes, who were you on the phone? Who were you on the phone with?
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they talk about Akira, and then she says that she talks about like how Akira has been instilling confidence in her, and she talks about like how she thinks she's going to walk pretty soon. And although you don't get to see all the scenes with her and Akira, I mean, you got one in this or last episode. It shows you that he's kind of atoning for what he did, and he's helping her through it, and then she's appreciative of the help, even though she may not have shown it initially. And then that dream sequence, I think, just reinforces that idea because that was a nightmare for her, for Akira to, die. So
Yeah.
he's kind of been like a pillar for her, especially amongst the company she keeps, because the only people she's in contact with, one is a Yakuza guy, another is an assassin, another is this worst scumbag ever, and a rapist.
Yeah.
So,
And he listens to her conversations.
yeah.
Like, that was the one thing. It's like, damn, she can't even have a conversation without this man just listening in. And I love the fact that the conversation that he listened in on was Akira calling her back and not even like giving her attention, but just watching Jackal the whole time going, yeah. Hey, are you listening to me? Yeah. I mean, no. Jackal's on the show. Oh, man, I'm hanging up.
Gives you insight of how the relationship of him and Misaki would go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no shit. That babe, come on, let's go somewhere. Jackal's on. I want to watch Jackal.
Jackal's on tonight.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm watching Jackal. This I've been watching this show weekly for the past so many weeks. I ain't missing an episode.
He's definitely going to grow into the old man sitting in the rocking chair just
Oh my
every single day. He has to watch his show, and nothing's going to deter him from it.
Yep. Even if you've seen it 100 times, it's like you've seen this one already 100 times. In fact, I'm gonna watch this fucking thing. I don't care what anyone says.
Last thing I want to say, because this is something I literally just thought of today watching this episode, but I never really thought about Akira liking Jackal, because anybody who talks about Jackal knows who Jackal is, and they all call him a third-rate comedian, right? So like nobody really finds him funny but Akira. But now thinking about why Akira will find him funny but no one else, is because I think that just shows you like the the mindset he's in, because he Akira has to kind of, although he's an adult and he understands like certain things and whatnot, he's not as sharp as other people, and he has to kind of grow up in a sense, like grow up as a regular person. So it kind of makes sense that the comedian that he would like, I don't know how Jackal is a third rate comedian in their world, but I'm assuming it's more like base jokes that you don't really got to think of. It's like slapstick type of
Probably
comedy.
like Three Stooges or something.
Yeah. So it makes sense that someone like, because Akira's social level is low. So that would make sense why he would like someone that doesn't have any sophisticated comedy towards him. So that was just something I thought of.
Yeah. It's interesting. This next episode, I guess to leave it off with this episode, is Utsubo's gonna find a way to use Hina to draw out Akira. And then he's gonna take action because it looks like they have guns, they have fucking grenades, they got explosives, they got all kinds of things to fight him. And you know what? I still don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think he could be. I think he would dodge the grenade somehow.
He'd catch in his fucking mouth.
Yeah, and spit it out.
Jackal is the Adam Sandler of the universe. Take that back. I swear
All
to
this
God, I'm
Adam
time you out.
Sandler slander. Fucking, but yeah, I think this is a guy who is so good at killing people that he's so heightened of his surroundings. He already knows who Utsubo is, and I don't even know if I don't even know if Utsubo knows Akira knows who he is. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's like he thinks he's just this dumb, clueless guy, even though he knows he's the Fable. I think maybe he's kind of underestimating him, but at the same time, I think it's more just a vendetta. He's just so just willing to do whatever it takes to get back at Akira, even if it means killing an innocent woman's parents just to draw him out. He's willing to do anything, which is sick. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, but I don't think he's gonna come even close.
Ooh, the next episode should be pretty great.
Oh, I wish. Well, we're gonna have. I don't think there's gonna be a new episode next week because the whole reason they did two was because I guess next week there's gonna be some kind of 24-hour telethon or whatever. I don't know.
24-hour telethon? That is a crazy telethon.
I don't know. I read it because when you sent that to me, I looked into it about how there was two episodes being shown. First, I was excited, but then it was like, oh, there's not going to be a new episode next week. So I'm like, oh, we're going to have to wait. Oh, man. So 2 weeks we have to wait, basically, till, September. Yeah. God. But the show's been good for me. This is a Killer Pass episode. I don't think I'm ever going to, like you said, I don't think I'm ever going to kill this series. So it's a pass for me.
Yeah, it's a pass for me too. I mean, the show is, the story is so fascinating and interesting, and the characters are so fascinating and interesting. So it's got me hooked in a way shows usually don't.
I feel like I've been wanting a show like this to come around for a long time. And what I mean by that is something mobsterish, something adult, but it's in the style of anime. I thought Gangsta was going to be the answer until it decided to not finish. So, Gangsta was okay. It just didn't have an ending. But this series is really good.
91 Days is also a pretty good one.
I heard that's a really good one. I need to watch that. It's in my to-watch bin with all my thousands of other anime.
Well, any final thoughts on the Fable?
I want to know if Satsuki's passing.
I think I'll pass it.
I didn't get a harump from this guy.
I think I'll pass it this time.
Just this time. Okay.
You know what? You know what I would rate this in my top favorite anime of all time?
Number 15.
Stupid.
No questions this week because
You didn't do the question thing again, did you?
No, nobody asked a question. There were no questions.
No. As in the chat.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that.
You always forget that. And then when you do it, you forget.
I gotta write it
you
down.
close it.
Next week before the show, just remind me to write it down, and then I won't forget it. Or just
Okay,
remind
I'm
me to make
sorry.
a goal.
I should have said something, but I wasn't thinking.
That's fine.
It's all good.
I mean, it's not. I'm gonna kill you. Like I'm straight up just gonna. I'm gonna murder you. Like you're dead.
Well, David Butthurt said he asked 3 questions. I don't see. Well, we didn't see any questions there, David.
You know what? You know what? David. How about you ask 4 questions?
I'm gonna say if you have them, ask them now because, like, honest to God, on the forums, we didn't get
forums?
anything.
Yeah. Let me check it again. I mean.
Yeah, we didn't get anything. Hold on. Yeah, is there new ones? Oh, now there is.
Wait, what?
Okay, I guess
Oh.
we got 3 new questions.
Oh, okay. We'll just read them
Okay.
directly from here. First
Alright.
question.
Sorry about
Thoughts
that.
on Fate live action adaptation with Tom Holland as Emiya Shiro and Christian Bale as Kiritsugu Emiya?
Wait, I gotta hold on.
Well, Tom Holland is new Spider-Man, and Christian Bale is Dark Knight Batman.
Okay, now I'm looking at the question.
Are they making a live action adaptation, or is he just saying that as like a if they did?
If Tom Holland as Emiya Shiro, I
mean,
feel
he's
like
got a
that
young
would work.
face. Yeah, he's got a young face. He could pull it off. Christian Bale as Kiritsugu, though, he's a great actor.
I feel like that would work too.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
That's a
He could
good
probably
casting.
pull it off.
Cause like think about the backstory with the lady with the rib bullets. Like that would Christian Bale would see that and he'd go, "That's fucking awesome. I got to do that."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christian Bale can pull anything off.
Next question: Too many losing heroines. Best show of the season?
Never seen a single episode, so sorry.
That's a show.
Yeah,
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
David really loves it. Last question: If you had to play a tabletop D&D RPG campaign, that is based on an anime manga VN series or its world and rules / takes place in it, what would it be?
Okay, well, this is a
I do Villain
D&D
Saga.
specific.
That'd be fucking cool.
What?
Yeah, Villain Saga. No,
I
Kitty.
don't know.
Kitty,
Oh,
no.
okay. Wait. Okay.
What's your
I had-
kitty doing?
She's pressing a bunch of buttons. No, Kitty.
I had the thought wrong. I was like, I thought he was asking like if we wanted this in the real world. I'm like, why would?
No. To play a D&D campaign, basically.
Okay. Now I'm less nervous.
Yeah.
Danganronpa.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
Yeah. Solve the Medes.
Frieren, I think would be great. Anything fantasy, not isekai, but fantasy would be great. It'd be interesting to do a Steins Gate one, just to, you're gonna go back in time. Will you be successful? Roll for crit.
No, you lose your mind again.
Yeah. You lose, then you go back again, then you try again. It'd be an interesting campaign for sure.
Oh wait, we got another question. Love Live is getting a live action. Which actors do you want playing your favorite idols?
I'm not good with the fan casting thing. I don't know many people in general.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
And when it comes to like younger and newer actors, I'm not too familiar. sorry. Some things are better stayed animated. Speaking of which, stop with the live action adaptations of great already established animated stuff.
I don't think I would want to see a live. Okay, I'm tired of this word now. Live action, because I feel like Love Live is one of those shows that's just it's just better as an anime. Like
Right.
even like some of the things that we appreciate about it, like oh, it's cute. Like imagine some of your favorite moments of Love Live, but with a real person, and then you're
Right, and
kind
they're
of like
going
Nico Neat.
Nico oh, that's cringe. Yeah, exactly.
And I know they're
And
like the actual setterus do that. Like, there's actual performers that do that, but that's different.
that's
That's
an
just like
anime.
like if they're doing like their actual idol stuff, that's separate. But when we're talking about what happens in the anime, nah, I don't think I want to see that.
Yeah, yeah. Just imagine in real life, someone comes up to you, they're talking to you, and you give them a wrong answer, and they go, "Boo, boo, Desuwa."
I'd
You
be
just
like,
look at them like, "Excuse me."
I'd be like, "Are you want to fight? What is what?"
Imagine Yohane live action.
Oh God, I'd cry. Well, I guess that's it for the questions. Put them in the Google Doc forms. We'll read them next week. As always, it's in the description. EA, where can they
Yes,
find
my
you?
kind fellow. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Can you come back to me?
No.
Okay. All right. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I love you, man. But no, you can find me at my channel, Everything Animated. I disappointed some people this past weekend. I didn't stream on Twitch. I had.
I don't think you did, EA.
I did.
I was
Sasuke called me out on stream. He told me I was a bad person. He said if I ever catch you in real life again.
Well, okay, I said that, but I wasn't going to be able to watch that anyways because not to make this about me, but Saturday I was up for like 22 hours, like just straight up
Damn.
because I had to help my friend move Saturday, so I was up. I woke up at around like 8 something, and then I streamed until well, no, I woke up around like 8:30, 9ish, and then I streamed until 7 in the morning once I came
Okay.
back home. So I was going to be able to watch you anyways.
All right. Well, you know what? I think that's the universe saying. The universe was telling me not to stream anyway, so I guess it worked out.
Yep.
You know, it works. The universe works in mysterious ways. But anyway, yeah, I got a channel, Everything Animated. I'm almost at 600 subscribers with nothing going on the channel. I do have a popular video of Mr. C Tactics admitting his love for Vladilena Milize, about how she makes him long and hard.
Never happened.
Yeah, I have the evidence.
remember that.
So yeah. See,
No, it's
Sasuke knows.
clearly edited. It's clearly edited.
It's wonderful evidence. You can follow me there if you would like. You can also follow me on Twitch. It's I think it's everything_animated. I think that's it. I'll link it here in the chat. But follow me there. I do Danganronpa. I didn't do it this past weekend, but I should be able to do it this weekend unless Sasuke's helping someone else move.
I probably will.
You okay? Maybe or maybe not. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. I put in the chat the King of Anime podcast Twitter. Follow us there for any live notifications and when we go live. Also put in the chat our Patreon. As we mentioned before, we do have some videos up. You know, some celebration of Watamote, talking about video games, and Sasuke and I's drinking adventure. We will also have new stuff coming up talking about Pokemon, basically kind of a celebration of our love for Pokemon. And also Fate. I think is in the works. We have the rest of those episodes of Fate Ultimate Blade Works that we need to touch. So I don't know if it's going to be a Patreon thing or if we're going to do this on this channel, but we'll do something with Fate for sure. So David, definitely look forward to that. King of Anime Podcast has been going up in subscribers. We're at 529 subscribers. Clap that up. We want to get to 1,000, so we're almost at 530. I don't know. Let's get it to 530. Let's get it to 540. Let's get it to 550. Let's keep going. Absolutely. We want to get to those 1,000 subscribers. So follow that stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Follow Patreon. Donate. I know Super Chats is a thing that we recently got. We haven't talked about in a while. It is there if you appreciate us. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Satsuki.
Man. Find me on my main channel, Satsuki the Savage, as well as my Twitch, Satsuki the Savage, not with a THEDA. I finished Persona 3 Reload. I got to the infamous ending. I still don't know how to feel about it. I feel good about it, like the game in totality, but I still haven't like registered all my feelings in terms of the ending and whatnot. Hasn't been as big of a journey as Persona 5 because I played that game. I was playing that game for like in real time for over a year. Persona 3 I was with for a lot less, but still a big journey that, you know, reaches conclusion. But on to the next thing. Playing Wukong. I was playing Flash games last stream. I was playing like Hangman and what is that? Ping pong? Yeah. So that was fun. And eventually I'm gonna finish the Fire Emblem Three Houses completely because once I finish the Blue Lines route, that'll be it for Fire Emblem. So I'm finishing a lot of games that I've been playing for a while. I guess I'm just opening a spot up for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero when it comes out.
Hell yeah.
But in other news, I finally completed my Kakaguri collection, at least as it is right now. So up to 16 volumes. So I got volume 1 today, so I got all 16 volumes. And I finished my How Do We Relationship volume set 2. Not yet because the 11 is still coming, but that's done. And I pre-ordered. Oh no, actually no, I didn't do it yet. But I need to pre-order my Watamote volume so I can keep that set going. And that is up to 23 right now, but it will be 24 whenever I pre-order the other one. So I'm trying to finish a lot of the sets that I have. So it's just, it looks complete. Chainsaw Man is not going to get collected until, or if I ever read part 2. But look at that. Yeah, good collection. Hunter x Hunter, kind of complete right now.
You're
Vice
gonna
of
need
Wolf.
another shelf.
Yeah, my room's not big enough for that though. Yeah, either I'm gonna have to put some stuff up in the closet, or yeah, I might some things might take priority because I'm already looking at the prison school shelf, and I'm kind of like, do you need a shelf anymore? I'm like, the ending was pretty bad. I don't know if you want to need a shelf, but yeah, I've just been trying to complete the sets of things I already have. It's been an expensive hobby, but it's been a hobby that I've been having over the course of years, so it doesn't feel too expensive once you look at it, you know, in retrospect.
And that's something that you can pass down to your children.
Oh, Dad, I want to read Quintessential Quintuplets.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Just don't drug.
What about
Just don't drug people, son.
What about the prison school volumes? No, don't touch that.
You're like, no, do not touch that.
That's the shelf I'm just gonna have with the caution tape. Just wrap it around that part.
You got like a chain wrapped around it.
just seal it completely.
You're gonna make your kid think it's like something is in there, like something crazy.
I mean, something crazy is in there. It's called a manga called Prison School.
It's the Ark of the Covenant, basically. They open it up, their faces start melting off.
You know what kids are? Kids are gonna be like, "There's got to be like a dead body in there or something."
Well, when they get to the one scene where there's like somebody peeing on somebody, I'm sure they're gonna be absolutely their mind's gonna be changed forever. Even from far away, I could see the art looks really neat.
It is.
I think
this is the volume where he says like asses or nothing. Yeah, it is. Can you see that?
No, it's kind of bright. Yeah, I can't really see it.
Gotta look at the camera. Okay, I'm trying to cover this part because it's like boobs on this part.
None more than imitation asses. Wow, I have never heard of it that way before.
insane. Yeah, I think the only one that I have. Oh my god.
Fuck! Why is there an old man very well
No, that's-
detailed and
I think it's
drawn?
Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, that's Sigmund Freud.
That shows you what I know.
All right.
This has turned into the Satsuki Reads Prison School Hour.
I mean, this series really was great when it was great.
Yeah, the only thing that I collect is 86 and Chainsaw Man.
I bet you do collect 86. See? Goes with what I was telling you.
Well, it's not just Chainsaw Man. It's just I want to collect all of Fujimoto stuff.
I want to collect One Punch.
I need to collect One Punch Man. I haven't only owned 2 volumes of One Punch Man, and this. I mean, you can guess what those are.
The the Fubuki covers.
Fubuki on volume 9 and Tatsumaki on volume 10.
Of course. Of course. Of course, of course.
Dang. Well, I guess for me,
Oh my god.
those covers are so cool.
They are. He's pointing at you, see,
Well, why are you pointing at me? What did I do?
because he know what you did.
You love Vladilena.
I would never. I would
That's
never.
what he said. That's exactly what he said.
Listen,
You are furry.
save him.
No idea why Bird recorded me saying save him. That was so weird. Anyways, as for me, Chainsaw Man tomorrow, new chapter. I hope, I think, or maybe not. I don't know. If it happens, if it happens. If it doesn't, I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a break this week, a little bit of it, because I think past couple weeks I've been kind of crazy, so I need to slow down for a minute. So but that's basically it. Thanks everybody for coming out this week, much appreciated, and we'll see you all next week. Bye bye.
Jenny.
Later.